also will watch, na? Yeah. Setting up. Give me 2 minutes. I'm just setting up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Divya, Vishal, Avinash joined. Avinash, can you ask everyone to join quickly?
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah, okay.
Avinash, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'll tell, sir, everyone.
okay, okay,
Hello?
okay. Yeah, ask them to join quickly.
Yeah, Divya, Vishal.
Okay, sir. Okay. I'll tell, sir, everyone.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, ask them to join quickly.
Yeah, Divya, Vishal.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Gopal. Good evening. Am I audible to you? I think he has just joined. Let me check. Mr. Gopal, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Yeah, good evening, good evening. Just I was testing the systems and all, and it is audible, Mr. Gopal. Fine. And give me 2 minutes of time. I am sending invites to few people. We will start exactly by 4 o'clock.
No problem. Should I remove myself or I'll be
No,
there
no,
only?
no, 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 no. You can be there. Already we are 359. YouTube around 75 people are there, and here also people are joining. Just I will post into groups. That's it. A
Yeah.
reminder. Good evening, everyone. This is Ashok Kumar. On behalf of CMTI, welcome everyone for this wonderful webinar series. This is the fourth session of this interior fit out series. And I am happy to invite Mr. Gopal Dwivedi, Assistant Vice President of Live Space. Today he is the speaker and he is a wonderful person and he has written a nice book on the modular kitchen and modular kitchen planning and design guide. We actually received the book and we have gone through and it has elaborative content and about the book also is going to speak in detail and my colleague uh, my colleague Tarang is going to introduce the speaker for the audience. Tarang is presently in Gujarat, Kutch. Yeah, Tarang, can you introduce the speaker to the audience?
Yes, sir.
Kindly make
Surely.
use of this program, everyone. Yeah, Tarang Patel, please
Yes, sir.
you introduce yourself and you introduce the speaker to the audience also.
Sure, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Tarang Patel, final year graduate from Savidya Institute of Technology. CMTI welcomes you all to Interior Lecture Series. We are glad to have one of the finest in the interior kitchen segment, Mr. Gopal Dwivedi, sir. Sir has nearly 18 to 20 years of experience in this field. He has also worked as business head in gigantic companies like Hindware and Heritage India. Currently, Sir is working as Assistant Vice President at LiveSpace, a startup of 2015 which has now become the brand for complete home interior design. LiveSpace is working in 15 different cities and 2 countries, design finest modular kitchens. Also, LiveSpace has been one of the most innovative company in world in 2070. Great, right? CMTI thanks you for the wonderful session coming ahead. CMTI Bangalore is a professional organization training and developing constructional professionals found by Ashok Kumar sir. CMTI has trained 5,000 plus students and placed 750 plus professionals. Also, we, the students, are much privileged to learn from you, sir. Thank you all. Mr. Gopal Divedi, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Tarang, for the nice introduction. I would welcome Mr. Gopal Dwivedi to take over the session. Mr. Gopal, your mic is muted. I think you have to unmute.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you, Gagan. Thank you, Ashok. So, yeah, thanks everybody to give me the one more chance to talk to you guys. You all are wonderful listeners and students. The today's session, as it is titled, is a planning of modular kitchen. Now, when somebody say it's a planning of modular kitchen, we need to differentiate that planning is different and the designing is different, or what is the difference between designing and planning. So let's keep the session focused on only a planning part, because it is actually impossible to capture everything about a modular kitchen in one session. And I already told Ashok that I am available for any sessions on any subject regarding modular kitchen. So we will try one more time sometime to talk in detail about designing. But let's today focus on what exactly the meaning of planning and why the planning of a modular kitchen is so important. And let me tell you guys, it is very, very important that you should know the planning before doing the designing. So yeah, I'll try. So once more before going ahead, I just want to recheck that am I audible properly?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gopal. Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thanks. So let me share the screen, and I think Is the screen visible? Is my screen visible or am I
Yes,
visible?
yes. Your screen was visible. Now it is visible. Yeah.
Okay. So I think, yep. So let's keep focus the title here. This is what the today's class is on. It's a planning of modular kitchen. So guys, as Ashok told you that I just came up with a book also, which is the first industry's first textbook about the modular kitchen, and with all the grace of Almighty and you all guys, the book is also a winner of Indie Author Championship also. So I think it's a good sign of the acceptance of the subject in the market, because this is my personal feeling, and all of my colleagues and friends in this industry is also feeling very strong that there is no such text available in the market where the new entrepreneurs and new students can learn about the modular kitchen in a constructed and structured way. So this is a sequential book which talk about the modular kitchen basics, then it talk about the planning, and then talk about the designing for modular kitchen. A book is a very book kitchen, 244 books pages. So let's try to uh, remove some of the pages in today's session and try to understand what we can learn about the planning. The moment somebody heard about the planning of a kitchen, the first word came into the mind that till date I just heard about the designing a kitchen. Now, what is a planning of a kitchen? So let me explain it with little, a scientific way, that human has a brain, and that brain works as a left brain and right brain. So the left and right brain has a different kind of capabilities and capacities. So why we are planning, and why it is required before designing. So first of all, let be very clear that planning is a different subject in compared to the designing, but yeah, both need for each other. And you need to understand that planning is something like, before, if you're going to play a match of a basketball, or if you go for a match of a football or a cricket, what you do before starting a game, you make some rules. Okay, the size of the ground will be this. If ball hit there, then it will be considered as six, or it will be no. If this action will happen, then you will say it is a no ball or yes ball, or maybe. So every actions while somebody is playing in the field, before that there is a complete rule book for the game. you know so again, I just want to simplify it. There is one thing which is a rule book of the game, that if this will happen, then we'll consider this. uh, uh, if ball touch before the wicket and your bat is not inside, it will consider as out, right? So there is a, each action is somewhere written, each action of the game somewhere written. And all the players who you come to play the game, they know the rule of the game, otherwise they cannot play the game. Even if it's in football or a cricket or any game, it has some of the rule which is decided, and then players start playing the game, and then that become a very fantastic entertaining game or something. But without a rule, there is no game. Now the same thing happens similarly. It is not about the kitchen, it is about the complete interior. I can say it's about everything. Before start creating something, before start designing something, before start making something, before start construction, before start anything, you need a preparation, you need a planning, you need certain rules to be set, so that not only you but anybody else who want to perform the similar activity, they follow the similar rule, and the similar rule helps them to achieve the similar outcome. So hence, the kitchen designing is also has very very specific rules. Without those rules, you cannot make a perfect kitchen. And those rules are nicely captured by your left side of the brain, because the left side of the brain is actually a logical brain, which can easily think about the logics, the rules, why 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Though these kind of all capabilities a human had in the left brain. The right brain is little bit e-brain. It's an emotional brain. Right brain has emotions. It's an like all those creativities. So when a painter do the painting, basically he cannot use most of the left brain but use most of the right brain, because painting is like an art. It's an expression of the emotions. It's an expression of thoughts. It is not a scientific rule. It is not that yellow and red will mix and it will make a orange. Yeah, it is required, but very very less. A painter required very less formulas to do the painting. He just wants small formula, just because to understand that okay, this plus this color will become this colors, or if I add this much of shade, then this shade will look like. But the rest of the creation is mostly happen with the right brain, which is an emotional brain. Similar thing happens with the musician. Similar thing happens with the singer. These all are the arts which required most of the time the right brain. And there are few things like most of the engineering, most of the mathematical formulas where we require the left brain. Coincidentally, modular kitchen is a perfect combination of the requirement of the left and right brain. You need a lot of rules because you have the space, you have the people, you have the budget, you have the material, you have the thickness, you have the sizes, height, depth, dimensions, everything you have. This all seems like something very very calculative things, very very mathematical formula based things. So you need basically the left brain. But once you set the rules of the game, you also need the right brain, because the modular kitchen is not only a engineering product, it is also an aesthetical part. You need to make a very good design kitchen. It should look beautiful, it should look aesthetically perfect, and it should look balanced. It should made as per the requirement of the customer. The customer requirement is most of the time followed by, half of the times followed by the emotions, and the rest of the times followed by the requirement. So it's a mixture of requirement and emotion. You cannot just give a simple modular kitchen to customer and say that, see, hey, it solve all of your purpose. Even if not looking good, what happens? So customers say, no, 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 it won't work. My kitchen should be perfectly functionally right, but at the same time it should be looking also beautiful. So the end product, which we say modular kitchen, is basically a combination of planning and designing, or you can say left and right brain. But yes, in the complete journey of making a modular kitchen, planning comes first, because before you don't plan something, you cannot set the rules for the designing. And that's why let's try to capture some of the part of the planning, that why the planning is. Guys, modular kitchen is a vast subject. It is a very big subject. It is just not like the one room in a home. Every modular kitchen is a different than the previous one, because every modular kitchen is made for different user, and different user, different requirement, and different space, different budget. So every time you make a modular kitchen, you need to do an entire journey of zero to end. So whoever want to go into this field, let me tell you, this is a very very exciting field. You need to play with the human also, and you need to play with the space also. You need to play with this requirement, understand the requirement also. You need to play with the dimensions also. You need to play with the AutoCAD also. You need to play with the psychology of the customer also. So it's a perfect blend of left and right brain. So as I explained, the left brain is mostly, it's enough talk about the analytical needs, no plans and everything. But right brain talk about the creative solutions, and then how to execute it. So as I say that when somebody want to make a modular kitchen, they need to set the rules. And to set the neat rules, you need to know that what kind of limits will be, what are the timelines, all these things you should know. So planning is like living in the world of rules and datas. A good planner can place all correct ingredients of a kitchen design in a right way according to the rules book. but that will not make sure that solution will be acceptable to the user and customer. So then you need a design. But yes, if a designer started designing and there is no rule, then that is also true that the designer will end up with a bad design or a not acceptable design. So let's talk about left brain today and keep the some other session for the right brain sometime, some other time. See, this is a wonderful infographics. You can see that whatever you're right now seeing on the screen is actually a combination of 15 years of a learning of a single subject. So what is good about, I don't know, there may be a lot of bad things about my learning, but what is a good thing about my learning is that I'm a focused learner for the one subject from last 15 to 17 years. I'm keep learning one subject only, and that is a modular product. All modular product which can be made in a factory, and they follow similar rules. So they, if it is a modular kitchen or a modular wardrobe or a modular storage, I'm a learner. I'm an industry learner. I'm learning, keep learning everything. From when I start learning, most of the work was done on a simple hand controlled machines. And the journey now, after so much of the year, now I can see that we have the factories where the machines talk to each other. They do optimization of the material automatically, and they tell you that the module is sustainable for the load bearing, or the design is correct, or the angle is right, or the material which I am cutting on a machine has how much the wastage, and how I can optimize the wastage, and how I can reduce the wastage. So time and technology both are playing a very crucial role in this industry. Modular kitchen factories are so advanced and so automated that it is, I can compare them as the factories for the car manufacturing, where each and every machine has their own different role, and they can be controlled automatically, and that from the design to the execution for the manufacturing, everything can goes automatically. The barcode readers, and then the machine has auto optimization, and then there's a lot of new features now you can see in the manufacturing unit. So guys, you all are engineering students, and wherever you have the chance and opportunity to go and see a good modular kitchen factory, don't miss it. Try and search if there is some factory nearby. Try to get an appointment, try to go and see them. Just spend a, you know, half a day there and see how a just simple furniture which you think it's a piece of a box or wood go through with so much of the advanced technological machines, and then the final outcome comes. And the day that the visit, your visit will be an eye opener, and it will help you to understand one more thing, that why this piece of furniture is so much advanced and different than the simple product which you can make at home with the help of a carpenter. And that's the day that will be an eye opener day, that immediately you will start loving the product, and then you will be self promoting that you should have the modular kitchen at your home, because the way it manufactures, because the way it covers the seamless corners of the product, and it maintains the finishes, the various function of the hardware, and the different way of each and every module works, you will understand that why it is not in the capability of a carpenter to make a modular kitchen at your home. And that's why I am the big fan of modular product. I am also a big promoter and fan of a modular furniture, because they are made with a scientific approach, at the same time understanding the human need, understanding the space requirement, and find outcome of a final research. So it's like, the way the scientists do the inventions, and they come up with a new, very research and you know research product. Similarly, the modular kitchen is also the similar. Every day new and new research are going on, and every day a new product is coming, and which is always better than the previous one. New materials are invented, there are many new materials in the market which you actually maybe not know, because surrounded by your the always woodwork is followed by only the ply and woods. But nowadays there are many different materials are available in the market. A simple particle board has in such an advanced features, uh, which can be used for all the wardrobes and storages and different components at your home. But a carpenter will never give you such information, which information you can get either from a good book or personally visit to a factory and see the product and its features. So, okay, carry on, guys. So, as you can see on the screen, this infographics has 6 pieces, and these all 6 are start from P. And guys, this the infographics or the 6P formula is the result of all the experience which I gathered. And this is not, I don't say this is only my research. I have very good friends in the industry and I keep talking with them. I keep sharing my knowledge and I keep taking advices from them. And after the combined knowledge of many manufacturers, designers, and uh, uh, good innovators in this industry, I came up with this 6P formula, which actually the the sum of all the information one can have of the modular kitchen design and planning. So the first piece, which start from the purpose, this the whole will start from the purpose, place and placement. This 3P represents the planning part, and then people, practice, and personalize is a part of the rest of the things, which I can say it's a design part. So as we discussed the left brain and right brain, first 3 hexagon where we have the purpose, place, and placement. These all 3 hexagons are the left brain work. Once you set all these things, then you need to start working on a design part, which is a bit of emotional personalization, and dealing with the human is like the immediately it start with the people. So then it is a right brain work where the people, practice, and personalization. So uh, let's talk about something: the purpose, the place, and the placement. So when I said that why you need a planning of a modular kitchen design before design, the first and very foremost important part is that one should know the purpose of the kitchen. What is a purpose? Why somebody want to make this kitchen? Maybe it sounded tricky to you guys because you are not dealing day to day with the either an interior product or a kitchen product. But yes, again I am telling you that before starting any of your designing work or any of the kitchen, dealing with any customer, the first question should be asked that why you want this, for what purpose this kitchen is. So if your customer even doesn't understand, then you can ask, do you want to use this kitchen yourself? Do you want to make the kitchen and give this home on a rent? Is this your second home where you don't go most of the time, but yes, you spend some quality time, but this is not your first home, this is your second home? Is this, or is this what, a new kitchen, or you want to just renovate your existing kitchen? Now, after understanding all 3 4 points, even the customer or even you can even understand that what is the meaning of the purpose. Because all these 4 thing which I am talking about will completely change the complete rest of the planning and designing. The whole perspective will change. The need is different. The functions of the kitchen is different. It will impact the design, it will impact the material, it will impact the budget, it will impact the longevity, it will impact the aesthetic part, functionality, everything. If you know the purpose. Why? Because you yourself ask a question to yourself that if you have a flat and if you're making a kitchen for yourself, who will take a decision and what kind of the kitchen you will make? Definitely, if you are a man and your husband wife, if you're husband you will consult to your wife, if you're wife you will consult to your husband, if you're couple you talk to each other, you will understand your own cooking style, you will understand what kind of kitchen requirement you have, what is the size of family you have, how many guests will come to your place, what kind of storage you do, what kind of cooking habits you have, all these things you know, and accordingly you will design the kitchen. Even not only, you also know your taste in terms of the colors, so you will choose the colors suitable to your taste, your personality. But the moment the kitchen is not for you, you invested in a property and you are just making a kitchen in the home, because if you make a modular kitchen, then the rent will, you will get a better rent. Now the entire perspective is changed. Now this kitchen is not the kitchen where you need to bother about, you know, how the color is liked by your wife or husband or not, or how much storages you want, because you know, don't know na, who will come to take that home as a rent. Even you don't know their practices, even you don't know their cooking habits, even you don't know what color they will prefer. So what happens, you will try to make a kitchen in a very subtle colors, most acceptable colors, very general color, like wood and white are the most acceptable color, not only in India but also across the world. White and wooden colors, the combination is the world most acceptable combination without any argument. So maybe you will try to make in that color combination. You will be considering that product as, you know, investment. So you will try to make, keep your budget also less, because if you make a very stylish and costly kitchen, you may not get that much of the rent increment. You just want to make a kitchen so that the purpose remain fulfilled. Whoever come to use the kitchen can be easily do the cooking, but rest of the part you ignored. I mean to say the styling and aesthetic part, and this you can ignore because this may be not the investment. And even if you want to stay in the home after 5 6 years, you are anyway going to renovate, because you cannot use a kitchen which is already 6 7 years used by 2 3 different people who stay at your home in rent. So that time you can do the changes and everything. Now I think you guys understand that what is the meaning of, you know, asking or understanding the purpose of a kitchen. Very important. Similar happens when you make a second kitchen. Like first kitchen you have at your home, and you also have a second home, holiday home, where you will go and spend some weekend times and all this. That also change the entire requirement. You may not require that storages. You may you may keep the style of the home and your own you know, requirement in terms of aesthetic, because that is also your kitchen, this is also your kitchen. But this kitchen may be a very very minimalistic kitchen. So the holiday home, the rental home and personal home does not have similar kitchen. And that's why before doing any of the homework, before even you know, making a single line on a sketch paper, you should know the purpose, that what is the purpose of the modular kitchen. And this purpose is the first part of the planning. The moment you know about the purpose, it can be as explained, it can be in either a personal, rent, or holiday, whatever. The second and most important thing you should know is about the place. When I say place, I simply mean to say that the space available, or the kitchen, or where you want to make the kitchen. So the moment you go and visit, now this is the time where you should go and check out the kitchen personally. Or if your customer can provide you a very good layout with few of the good photograph of different angles and the dimension, then it's good. Because during this time of pandemic, less visits will be definitely advisable. But then the less visit should be supported with correct information. You should have the correct dimensions, you should have the good layout information without losing any of the information. All the projections and all the variation in the walls, any angular modulation, anything you should know. The right dimension, right material, right photograph, everything if it is provided to you, you are good to go for the most of the planning. But yes, if everything is normal, like we had everything before February 20, you should visit the place. You should see the place. You should take the measurement. You should take the measurement of all possible walls, windows, heights, floors, ceiling, beam, column, everything. The position of the electric switch given by the builder, the position of plumbing points, the position of the sink. Is there is an existing platform, not existing platform? Customer want to demolish the existing platform. Customer want to make new platform. Every piece and bit of the information is required before doing, and that's why you should know the place. So you should go take the measurement, and at the same time, this is the time where you will get an idea that what kind of kitchen you will make, what is a possibility, because you need to make a proposal for the customer. So once you make a proposal for the customer, you need this information correctly, that what is this place available, and then what the shape will fit. Sometime it is a possible that customer already come with a sample design, or customer already come with some reference from a magazine or website, and then you also need to check that whatever the reference image given by the customer will fit into that space or not. And for that also, this second number is the point is important, that you should have the information about the place. So the kitchen can be made straight shape, L shape, galley shape, C shape, G shape, island, small, big, medium, whatever. Whatever the shape of the kitchen you you want to make it, everything is depend upon the shape and the space available. This is the second part and most important part of the planning. And there are again the rules, that how to take measurement, how to take what information you should have, and what instrument you should carry while going for that site visit and everything. So there are rules. We may talk about that also. Now you know the purpose. You also have the place. The third and most important part is the placement. Placement means, for a kitchen, specifically for a kitchen, there are three very important aspects of a kitchen. Like a kitchen cannot be completed without three activity zones. Kitchen is actually a room. From an architecture point of view, there is no different definition for a kitchen. Kitchen is also like a room. Kitchen also has a four walls, has a floor. Kitchen has also has a window, light, ceiling, everything. So how kitchen is a different? But yes, kitchen need two important thing. Very, very important thing. One, kitchen need a water outlet. Similarly, your bathroom needs. Kitchen need a water inlet outlet, where you can get the water in the kitchen, and you can, take out the waters or the garbage and whatever disposable from the kitchen out. And second important thing the kitchen need is the connection for the fire. Obviously, it can be an electric, gasoline, or it can be any way of fire. But yes, and also third important thing is kitchen also need an exhaust. So you should not, cannot, and you, as per even Indian standard code of building, you cannot suggest a room which doesn't have the exhaust for a kitchen activity, for a cooking activity. You can do a cleaning activity in an area where you don't have the exhaust, but you cannot make a cooking room without the exhaust. So either it's a window or a powerful of exhaust fan, or an outlet where you can place a chimney. That is very, very important thing. And the exhaust, when you say exhaust, it means there is also required a place from where the fresh air can feel that whatever the air you are sending out, the fresh air should come and feel inside. That is also a bylaw of the kitchen. Otherwise, there is no rule like a special flooring should required, or a special wall, or nothing. That room can be a kitchen. But when you make a kitchen, you need three different activity which are very important. You need a cooking, you need a washing, and you need a place for the refrigerator. Okay, this third point can be, point of argument that should a refrigerator should be inside a kitchen or outside or living room or, but basically an hardcore cooking required multiple time access to the refrigerator. In today's world, we have most of half of the cooking activity things, from the fresh vegetable to cheese to vinegar to a lot of spices and everything, that goes inside the refrigerator. So you need refrigerator in the kitchen. So a kitchen has technically three different zones. One which is known as a hot zone. Mostly I say it's like place where you do the cooking. Second thing, which is a more deal with the water only. So second thing is it's in a cleaning zone, like your sink or your aquaguard place or your dishwasher, where you keep all this. It's a wet zone. And third and most important zone, which is a cold zone. So your refrigerator. Otherwise, you need, when you have all these three places, when you have all these three different activity zone in the kitchen, the important part you need is the left and right place to do the activity, which I say is a preparation zone. So every activity zone is followed by a preparation zone. And when I say preparation zone means that whenever you want to wash the dish, you want certain space in the left side and right side of your dishwasher or the sink. Otherwise your hand movements will be not free, or you will, where you will place the dishes after you clean it, where you will place your basket, or where you will keep your dirty dishes before start the cleaning. Similarly, if you are cooking, you need a certain space left and right of your gas, whatever the gas you're using, because either you are making a chapati, you cannot make a chapati in the front of gas. Either you use make in a left side or a right side. Now there may be a lot of important things you are, you know, knowing first time, if you are not going into the kitchen, or even going into the kitchen for just making a maggie or tea. But then if you're doing more serious cooking, there are a lot of informations you are knowing first time, that a kitchen hob doesn't have space to roll the chapati in front of it. Chapati is always rolled either a left right side of the hob or the right, depending on the practice of the user, that the user is a left hander or right hander. You need a proper space to keep the prepared raw material. Like if you are making any a rice, you need a lot of spices on the left right, and then you need a half cook or drain rice on somewhere before start the cooking. This all required a space in the right and left of your cooking zone. That is a preparation space. Similarly, when you access the refrigerator, you take something out, and then you need certain area on your platform to keep something, and then to close the door of your refrigerator, until and unless you are habitual to, hit the door with your foot. That is okay, still okay, but you cannot open a refrigerator with carrying a milk patila in your hand, and then you cannot take the risk, it can be fall down and spill everything. So I mean to say that these all three places which we discuss are the activity zone, supported by the left and right side little bit of the space, or a sufficient space, depend on how what kind of cooking you are doing. So that is what the placement. Each kitchen should have all these three places. And here also come the world most renowned formula of making a kitchen, that is known as a golden triangle or a kitchen triangle. So that is also says the similar thing, that the kitchen has three most primary activity zone: cooking, cleaning, and storage for the refrigerator. And all these three different things should be placed in a triangle, and at least there should be a 4 feet to 9 feet space in between. And all the three different the sum of all three, the arms of the triangle at least should not less than 20 inches or 22 inches. So when you go deep into the modular kitchen designing, you will see that there is a lot of scientific things, and there's a lot of ergonomic things come into the design. The gadgets of the modular kitchens are very modern. A lot of innovative gadgets are used. The hardwares are marvelous with the perfect piece of engineering, even start from a small screw, or which can completely change the entire functionality of the kitchen manufacturing or the furniture manufacturing. Guys, just for your information, let me tell you, a smallest screw play a very crucial role in making a kitchen. If you are buying a kitchen, you should check, because you normally we don't use the same screw to screwing the particle board and the the plyboard. Both we use a different screw. The plyboard doesn't require the screw which is used in the particle board. Particle board is screw is a completely different screw with very deep thread. So when it goes inside, it captures the more area of the particle board, and hence there is a lot of rumors or like myths in the market that particle board is not doesn't have a good life and all this. That all those wrong informations are spreaded by an like the carpenter community and contractors who doesn't have the proper equipments to handle the material. So as I said that even a screw is a there is a different screw to use in a different material. So when you use a right screw with the chipboard or particle board, the joineries become same as you are joining two panels of the ply. There's no difference. And hence and hence the whole European modular kitchen industry is making kitchen cabinets in particle board. Only the India and few Asian countries are just they just need ply everywhere, and that scenario is also changing with the time as people are more and more visiting to the different kind of exhibitions, and they seeing the material, and they are reading on the web, and they are attending such seminars, and they are understanding about the material in depth. They are understanding that which material is useful. So every time demanding for the material which is of very superior quality in terms of hardness is not required. Every material has its own requirement, and every material has its own plus and minus. You should understand the material, and then accordingly you should suggest the material and use them. So uh, okay, we just went little in a different direction. We just moved to the material, which is again a complete whole world of discussion, where the how the kitchen can be used in different materials and hardware. But yeah, still stick together here only to the topic. And the topic says, I just repeat it again. The topic says that modular kitchen is basically required two different type of work before start. One is the planning of a modular kitchen, and second is the designing of the modular kitchen. The planning of modular kitchen is just like setting the rule of a game, and designing a modular kitchen is basically playing the rule. So you can use all the rules, and then you can play beautifully, beautiful game. Either if it's a chess or a football or a cricket, this is the place where you can show all of your talent, show all of your design, I mean to say the creativity of your mind, that how you just move the bat, and then how you turn the ball with the angles, and how the four becomes six, and all the things you can do practically. But yes, you should know that how it will work, and that is what the planning of the kitchen or a planning of a game. So just want to show you a little bit part that how deep this subject is. Okay, we are just talking the whole session. I can take the session on just keeping one part on one graphics on a screen, because actually it is a very deep subject. But yes, let me tell you, when you go deep into the subject, you will let to know that how important each and every topic is. So you need to plan a kitchen space, you need to take the right dimensions of each and every part, you need to make a checklist that you take each and every information, yes or not, the measurement, the photograph. You should carry such tools with you. There is a certain way of capturing the information at the site. You should move clockwise. The accuracy is important. You should not forget any of the dimension of the site. And then you should know that what is a small, big and medium size of kitchen is. And then you should understand that how the granite placement is required. Then there are different kind of molding is required, so you should know that how molding will work. You should also know the space and planning of the cylinder. You should also know the space and planning of the sink, how to place the sink. The sink is placed under mount or it is placed over mount, that you should know. You also should know the planning for the washing machine, sorry, dishwasher and your RO. Everything should be planned accordingly, and each and everything has its own rules. You should know the exhaust, how the air will go out, what thickness of pipe is required, what power of motor is required, how much height you can keep of your chimney from your hob. And then you should also know that what kind of lighting will required. If you're using LED, what kind of lighting you should use. If you're using fluorescent and all different, you required to know the positions and the uses of different light in kitchen. Even if you're using the natural light also, that you should know. This is again a complete world of knowledge which is required to know before doing any designing and planning. That is called as anthropometry, which is a human a science of understanding the human body, that how much space it take when you're standing straight or with your opening your arms, and how much space required by your leg when you pull it up one step. This all dimension will use to design a kitchen, and that will end up with the right design. So this all part of a modular kitchen planning, where you are going with the ergonomics of the height, the depth, usability, how you going to use the kitchen while sitting, standing. If you are standing, then if you're using opening door, top opening door, lifting door, sliding door, so then how the door will impact to your design is required. How the cold, wet and hot, all three different area of a kitchen should be distinguished and separated by a specific space. Can every design can be built like a straight kitchen, L shape, parallel U? Can you make the triangle in every kitchen? Yes. Then how? What kind of ideal flow when you go into the kitchen? How you should use place the things so that there is no clash of users while working in the kitchen. With the example of just one example of making tea, it is very easy to explain that how much actions required. A basic tea making required so much of the steps, like taking a pan, filling from water, place it on the boiling, add sugar, tea leaf, pour milk, take out cups. This from start to end, it has a lot of steps, and all the steps are used and at a different zone of the kitchen. So the planning of a kitchen is a basically a very big subject. It is a it is a short time, and it is a short session we have. But yeah, I just given brief idea that how this is a very important topic. And you guys are welcome. Whenever you want to know more about this topic, you can reach to me, or you can refer to the book also, which is available on the Amazon. I'll take the break here, and then if any specific questions uh, toward this session, please welcome. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, Gopal, I was listening to your entire session, and there was some questions from the audience whether can I get the PPT. I answered them that this book is available in Amazon, and they can procure. And for the CMTI students, there is a good discount is being given by Mr. Gopal. That link also we will share with the students. They were very curious about it because in an hour you can't cover entire the stuff, no?
Yeah, it is actually a big, it's a big subject, and at the same
Yeah.
time there's a lot to learn. So yeah, I can give you a brief in a 1 hour session, but yes, it,
Mm.
it
Yes,
will
people
take
are
a time to
asking. I
understand.
can see in other window a lot of people are asking, how can I buy the book?
Ah,
Can you
yeah.
explain them what is the procedure? Yeah.
So, guys, buying a book is very easy. You can approach to just message to or be a part of the message of group of which Mr. Ashok is handling right now. That I shared a link which has almost 60% discount because the
Can I
purpose
post
of
the same link, Mr. Gopal, on the day you have shared? Na? That I will post. A lot of people are from YouTube. I will post in the comments session itself, so that they can
you,
directly use the link. Guys who
you
are
can.
there in the YouTube, we will be posting the message given by Mr. Gopal, where very good discount is available. Coupon code also available. You can get delivered to your home.
Yes, yes. The book can be easily delivered to your home within 8 to 10 days. It's a very big
Yeah.
size A4 size book. It's a big book with 244 pages, and it has all the information. The purpose of book is not just say the purpose of this session is not to sell a book. The
Yes.
purpose is to tell you that okay, there is a book you can go through, and you can always attend such session. But whenever you attend such session, at the end you need either a PPT, and that PPT is also always a PPT is always a pointer form. It's in a form of some pointers. So you will always require the real text, the real information, which one can get only via the book. Book is
Actually,
available.
Mr. Gopal,
And
I was trying to looking for this kind of a book past 3 4 years when CMTI was founded, and interior was one of our division. I could not able to find out a kind of a book where
Ashok, there
comprehensive.
is no book, there is no such book available in Indian market
Yeah,
written for
correct.
the Indian. Yeah, then Europe there are many books available, but they are beyond the reach of a student's budget because it starts from 7,000 8,000 rupees. And basically they talk about all European way of making kitchen and using kitchen. So even if you are capable to buy those books from Amazon.com, or you can pay in the dollars or euros, even the problem is that it will be not fit practically into the Indian environment, and hence it can just give you a broader idea of the universal use of a modular kitchen, but at least you will still need some guidance for the Indian users. So it is in collective collaborative information of all 15 16 17 years from where I am researching and learning this modular kitchen. So it is a useful, and the purpose of giving the coupon code as a discount is that just to share that the purpose of giving the knowledge, which should not be as a source of earning. So that's why it's just a printing cost. You will get the book on just
Yes.
not a printing cost.
Thank you, Mr. Gopal. Actually, we have actually utilized the opportunity. A lot of students were mentioning, sir, how can we have more lectures on this topic? This is from Ankita Singh. She has mentioned, can we have more lectures on this topic?
Guys, I am working on a company named LiveSpace. Is the world biggest interior design company, which is a very good platform. I am working as a vice president there. I am a 5 days full-time work professional, but yes, guys, I can tell you that Saturday I can give you anytime. If CMTI want to like make any session, I can definitely put 1 hour sessions in any Saturday. So giving a class on this subject is, I can say I love this kind of activity, and I am always on about this. There is no problem. Yes, but yeah, for one person I cannot take the class. So whenever somebody or want to make an organized lecture, I am available.
Thanks,
I'll
Mr.
try my
Gopal.
best to keep
Definitely, we
myself
will
free on a
utilize
holiday.
the opportunity whenever, based on you, the convenience and the audience requirement also. I will
And
say
guys,
I am
whenever
getting
you have
lot.
time, go to the livespace.com website and try to understand the magnificent world of interior designing. And most of the time, you will know that you are actually missing a very big field.
Yes.
So although you are from the interior design, engineering and all this, but yes, if you want to make some career into this field, we have all different kind of requirements. We have many engineers, IT professionals, we have many designers, we have many executors, we have many people works at the factories and all these things. So different at the different locations, we have requirement of different peoples and different skills. But before that, you should go visit, see what exactly the live space is. You should go and visit the website, and then you will know that yes, this is something is a fascinating world where you should venture into and you should make a career.
Thank you, Mr. Gopal. for your advice. And there are enough opportunities available, and a lot of companies are struggling to get very good people having in-depth knowledge about the interiors. Definitely, this will be a eye-opener session for the audience, and as well as it will help for the companies also to hire right talents who are having a passion on this particular industry.
Yep.
With this, we will conclude the session, sir. And I will share the audience kindly look for in YouTube this thing. We will provide the how to purchase the book, that link and the coupon code and everything will be provided. And still, if you have any queries, you can WhatsApp to our office contact because. Lot of calls we can't take at a time. You can WhatsApp, we can reply, and you can note down our office email ID also. I will mention in the link. You can write back to us so that we can help each other.
And just want
Thank
to add only one more thing. You
Yeah,
can just
please.
want to add one more thing is that just try and go to the LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a good resource to be in touch with the professionals. Just find the name. I am available there. Be a part of my team because I most of the time I try to share a lot of informative things about the new
I will share
additions.
your this LinkedIn profile to all the audience who are attended today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ashok, and thanks your organization. Uh, Good luck, guys. Have a nice
Thank you.
day. Stay
Thank,
safe and enjoy the life. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mr. Gopal. Audience, I will be posting whatever the details I have spoken to you shortly. Don't worry, I will post you right now. And we have a session at 6 p.m. on rigid payments. You can attend. Whoever is interested, you can attend. We have a very good speaker from Ultratech. He is going to speak on rigid payments. The interested people can attend at 6 o'clock. I am signing out right now. Thank you.